So you Libras have the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. So these three cards right here are how you Libras are on a path right now of self-discovery. A lot of you Libras are very much so taking the time out to not necessarily associate yourselves with anybody in particular too much. Not saying that you don't have a social life, because you Libras are most definitely going to continue to have a social life, but getting more in tune with yourselves. A lot of you Libras want to know what exactly is going on to better understand you. That's the reason why you got the Page of Pentacles, right? You're trying to figure yourself out like a book. You're trying to know yourself in and out so that people can't come to you and make it seem like they know you better than you know you, right? Because that's terrible. You shouldn't want to have a situation where people know you better than you know yourself. So now the Ten of Wands and the Empress is about how, so the next time you get yourself back out there, talk to some people, right? Because you're walking away from people that you do not have a good match with. The people who are losers that you've been hanging out with, that you have been in the past, that doesn't have your best interest in mind, you Libras are walking away from them. You're excommunicating from them. You know, regardless of whether if it's wives, husbands, friends, family members, you're excommunicating them from your life, i.e. getting a divorce, disowning them, whatever. Because you realize that, again, they're a liability to you. That, you know, they're a liability. They're not going to make circumstances better for you in your favor. They're just there to make things worse. So now the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups is about you Libras having to understand that since that's the case, you have to understand that you should be looking for someone, and you are looking for other people who have your best interest in mind. Unfortunately, that's going to do a little bit of, you're going to have to take a little bit of time out, because that's going to take some patience and for you to actually go actively searching for that. But what I'm seeing here is the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You definitely want to build your own family, though. You want to create your own. You want to create your own family dynamic where you are in a family or in a collection of people, right, or a clan or whatever that you want to be in. These people make you proud to be in that collection of people, in that clan, in that family, right? And you should feel like that, right? Because you should be accepted. You Libras should be accepted. You Libras should be loved. The only thing is that you got to be able to figure this out, though. You got to be able to actually nip this in the bud and figure this out and get a better understanding of what it is that you really want to do. And yeah, so the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands represents, so as a result of this, you really have to understand that what you've got going on is you're going through a great transformation right now, where you Libras are actually making an attempt to get your story straight, because that's kind of what happens for you Libras, right? A lot of y'all will start off as adolescent teens or young adults, and then some things happen to y'all, and then y'all want to make a change, right? But for some Libras, and I'm telling the truth, but for some Libras, they don't really find out until it's too late, and they end up going to prison or they end up going to jail. And a lot of what I've seen from my own accord, knowing a lot of Libras in real life, a lot of Libras be going to jail. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. And it's a very unfortunate thing. But a lot of Libras be going to jail because just in general, a lot of air signs are wild, like I said before. And when it comes to air signs, y'all usually have to figure it out at a very young age. Do y'all want to live with ethics or do you not? Because a lot of you air signs have the correct idea when y'all say to yourselves that there's no such thing as morality, and that's correct. But you still need some sort of guidebook, not guidebook per se, not like a physical book, but you still need some form of internal compass internally. Now, the guidebook was a wrong thing, but but you still need some sort of internal compass, some sort of internal direction for you to be able to actually make good decisions. And the thing is that a lot of the times you'll be hanging around weak crews because these will be people that only care about you when things are going perfect, right? The real zodiac sign of perfection. But then when things don't necessarily go perfect, now all of a sudden those same people that swore out that they love you so much, now all of a sudden they don't really rock with you like that. And then you Libras are caught messed up trying to figure out, well, why exactly is it that those people will say that they really rock with you, but in actuality they don't when times get rough. They're supposed to be hanging out with you no matter if times are good or times are rough. Well, that's one of the things that a lot of you Libras are actually taking the time to figure out within yourselves what it is that you need to do. You've actually thought about this, sat down, really had time to think about it. Most of you not in jail, right? Not in prison, but you just had some time to think about it, and you realize that, there's no point in really trying to make sense of it, in the sense of trying to question people who switch up on you. Why is it that they're doing it? They're doing it because they're doing it. The fact is that they're doing it. And whatever reason that they're doing it for, your judgment about them was wrong. You thought that they was real. But in actuality, they're not real to you, Libras. So a lot of you Libras, you're learning even more so about the dynamics or the interactions that you've been having with other people. And for you Libras, it kind of breaks your heart. So the King of Wands represents you kind of letting certain connections be severed to where you don't really want to hang out anymore with the same quality of people that you've been engaging with when it comes to romantically or even family-wise or even friend-wise. You want to interact with a new type. You want to interact with a better type. And the thing that you Libras have to understand is you have a good idea because you have the Eight of Swords. The only thing that you Libras need to understand is that you're going to have to actually give it a try. And the quality of the people that you meet will have to change with the type of people that you meet. You're not going to actually be able to have, right, decent quality people in your life messing around with a person who's a gangster, who's a thug. You got to understand that there's no code in the streets anymore when it comes to that type of stuff. They have no honor. They have no integrity. So when you Libras now see somebody who has no honor, has no integrity, you Libras are going to have to begin to understand it. You got to get away from these people. And there's no exceptions to this, because every single person that I know who goes by that type of mantra, who acts like that, none of them have integrity. So I'm talking about me personally in real life. None of them have integrity. They all do whatever. They don't have a bottom. There's no integrity. There's no limit of how low they will go. So now you Libras hanging around people who may not necessarily be considered thugs, but they have the same type of broken mentality. You hanging out with these individuals, what do you think is going to happen to you? You are not going to be able to engage with the same type of people and have it be different quality. It's not going to happen. If you hang out with those types of people, those people are the same quality by definition. So the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords represent, yes, you will have to actually go out of your way to meet new people. And I'm not even going to lie to you, Libras. When it comes to you meeting brand new quality people, different quality people, it will take some time. It will take you having to actually put in an effort to get to where it is that you really want to go. You will have to actually go out of your comfort zone to make conversations with a group of people that you may not necessarily even find attractive right now. But this is part of the reason why, to get even deeper on it, this is part of the reason why, as I say a million times, that when it comes to getting to know somebody romantically, this is why everybody shouldn't be so caught up with the idea of needing to razzle and dazzle immediately. And the relationship should be a little bit boring at first. The reason why is because it needs to take its time to ramp up. When people, regardless of who makes 15-second decisions, oh, this person's gonna be my this, gonna be my that. You've only known this person for 15 seconds, literally. You don't know this person deeply like that. So what in the world are you doing making such a huge decision based upon, oh, this person's gonna do this person's gonna be my stupid way to judge somebody? And it leaves a lot of people heartbroken because of it too. So a lot of you Libras are realizing that there's more that meets the eye, right? Like Transformers. There's more that meets the eye than initial first impressions. And that's my cat. And that's one of the things that you Libras are learning, that you can't judge a book by its cover. So let's clarify the Emperor, which is Libra. Hermit, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. After you take this time off, you will most definitely come back and get to know people from a brand new perspective, because your perspective and the way you see things, your perception will have changed for the better. The Page of Swords and the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups represents you will also be able to know when somebody is wasting your time, because like I said, your perspective would have changed. So when somebody seems like they're ducking and dodging you, a lot of you Libras are not going to necessarily try to be in a power struggle with them for control. A lot of you Libras are just going to allow things to happen the way that they happen, and you're going to put in a valid effort. But if it seems like those people are deliberately going out of their way to let us down, you invite them to a place, they just can't go, whatever. They're not going to go to that. You Libras will just be like, all right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for talking to you. I'm out. And you're going to leave it respectfully, just like that. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make it to 10K subscribers. We have 96, 70, some odd. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.